What's good, man? It's your boy DJ Ricks tapping in, man, and we back with another one. All right, man, so the rapper Mystikal, he used to be with Master P and No Limit then back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Well, he accused of rape again. I believe he had just beat the rape case back in 2017. He had got accused, and he did like 18 months. And then they released him. He beat that case. Well, back in July this year, 2020, I believe July 30th, a female came forward. She went to the hospital, and she had accused him of raping her, basically. So the next day, on the 31st, they went and picked him up, and basically they did the rape kit test, and man, it's looking like that he pretty much did it. They got him on, I believe he raped her. They got him on several charges, man. Not only did he rape her, he pretty much beat her up. He man, it's several charges, man. I can't remember exactly how many charges, but I know he raped her, he beat her up, and they got him on false imprisonment. And then they got even more charges once they raided his house. He had all kind of methamphetamine, drugs in there, all kind of drugs, man. But I got this video right here pretty much breaking it down and explaining it to everybody. But y'all let me know what y'all feel, man. He facing life in prison, man. But like, subscribe, share the video, and drop a comment.
Tuning into WAP Plus, I'm Chris Rosado. So some of y'all might recognize this man behind me. His name's Mystikal Tyler, but he also goes by his stage name, Mystikal. He's a well-known Louisiana rapper, but he's had several songs that have made it to the top of the music charts, more so in the 90s and the early 2000s. But he's been in the hot seat a couple times when it comes to issues of domestic abuse, and today he's right back in that negative spotlight, facing the same charges. But this time, today, a judge is using his criminal history to not only hold him in jail, but keep him in there for a little bit longer than he's used to.
Speaking went that way.
Rapper Mystikal's hit songs climbed the charts in the early 2000s. The 52-year-old who grew up in New Orleans as Mystikal Tyler sometimes calls Prairieville home. But tonight, he's sleeping in Ascension Parish Jail. Deputies responded to a report of a sexual assault victim at a local hospital Saturday just before midnight.
Once we got there, we talked with the victim who had some very visible injuries on her body, and she's very distraught. And she talked with us, we interviewed her, and she was able to identify who the suspect was in this case. In this case, it was Mystikal Tyler, also known as Mystikal.
Deputies arrested Tyler at his Prairieville home on Sunday, charging him with rape and domestic abuse.
The victim did meet him at his home, and there was some discussion about finances potentially. And from there, that conversation went very far left, and it's what led to that situation where he assaulted that victim. And then eventually he did force her to give him some money. So we know that he did know her, and it did transpire at his home.
But after several incidents with similar charges, it might be a good indicator as to why the judge decided to hold him without bond today.
Tyler faced similar charges back in 2004 for sexually assaulting his hairstylist. He then spent 6 years behind bars and became a registered sex offender. Fast forward to 2017, he made headlines again when a warrant was issued identifying him as a potential suspect in a sexual assault at a Shreveport casino. He spent 18 months in jail before those charges were dropped.
Now, within the last 2 hours, deputies have added more charges to Tyler's name after conducting a search warrant on his home. Those charges include several possession of drug charges, 2 of which are methamphetamine and heroin. Both are felony charges, and also his bond hearing has been scheduled for tomorrow after lunch. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.